test paper analysis is a diagnostic and prescriptive program in which a student and an instructor identify why the student failed to answer specific question correctly on an examination. So it's not straight. Some tests is make the student confused because the teacher expect the student can do everything. So they set up the test is very difficult for the student, but the student has different level. Some student is high level, middle level, and low level. So as a test maker, we have to manage how this group of students can do the test. So one is test item. Test item difficulty. Students don't understand the concept being test, and item could be badly constructed. So yeah, the teacher had to prepare the test, make the test is simple but not easy to make. Just simple and make the student can understand clearly, so the student can do the test well. Test discrimination refers to ability of an item to differentiate among the students on the basis of how well they know the material we tested. You know, in test, I don't know, in my school we have 5 chapters, 5 content. The first content, for example, we talk about vocabulary. So each session have the subsession. So the student have to follow that subsession. But if the subsession is complicated, so the student cannot do it well. And sometimes they have to ask the teacher all the time. So it not only annoy teacher but also annoy another student. Yeah. So we have to prepare the test. It's easy to understand. So decision on test item. This study investigated the impacts of the test item across different stakeholders. The major stakeholders include test takers, examiner, learner, and teacher, parent, guardian of test taker, and local use of test results. So our test, when we set up a test, make sure that this test can be used for all the stakeholders, like the student, teacher, and anyone who engaged in the learning, language learning. Interpretation. To make raw score understandable, they can be arranged in frequency, distribution, or display graphically as a histogram or frequency polygon. So when we collect the mark of the student, we have to produce the graph to analyze which is the highest one and which one is the lowest one. So we use mean, median, and mode. So as like teacher explained before, mean is average. Yeah? We refer to average, and median we refer to the value which come, and mode the most common value. So frankly, this one also confused me. I'm not aware about statistics. It's quite difficult. Yeah. So decision making, just like I talked before. After we observe or mark the student, we can make decision. Yeah, how to arrange the list of the mark of the student. Yeah. Okay. Here is my conclusion and recommendation. So I would like to talk about reliability and validity. Are concepts used to evaluate the quality of research. They indicate how well a method, technique, or test measure something. Reliability is about the consistencies of measure, and validity is about the accuracies of measure. So reliability, even though our test has gone, but we make sure that this test the next year, the next year we can use this test again. And in order to make our test can use for a long time, we have to do validity, which means that our test must be accurate. Yeah, accurate. If our test is just set up for the student today and last year, next month, the test cannot be used, so it's not good. So we have to keep it for a long time. Even like the curriculum in our country, the Ministry of Education, we have reform. So 5 years, next 10 years, so every 5 years, the minister must to reform the curriculum, how to make it renewable for the student. Yeah? So objective item include multiple choice, true, false, matching, and completion. Yes. Subjective item include short answer, easy, extended response, essay, problem solving, and performance test item. Yeah. I think I lost one content. Yeah. So that's all. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.